రామకృష్ణ మఠం హైదరాబాద్ వారి సౌజన్యంతో ఈ కార్యక్రమాలని నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఇక ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్లోని మీకు ఏ విషయాలు ఉంటాయి, ఏం అంశాలు ఉంటాయన్న విషయం గురించి చెప్పడానికి నేను ఈరోజు మీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చాను. ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్ని కూడాను మేము కొన్ని సెగ్మెంట్స్గా డివైడ్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఆ సెగ్మెంట్స్ గురించి మీకు చెప్పబోతున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పబోయేటువంటి ఈ సెగ్మెంట్స్ ఇదే ఆర్డర్లో వస్తాయని రూల్ లేదు, కానీ ఈ సెగ్మెంట్స్ మాత్రం మీకు ఉంటాయి. ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? కాన్వర్జేషన్స్, స్టోరీ నరేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ సెగ్మెంట్లో వచ్చేసరికి థర్డ్ సెగ్మెంట్లో ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ గ్రేట్ పర్సనాలిటీస్, ఒక పారబుల్ ఆర్ అన్ అనెక్డోట్, గ్రామర్ అండ్ ఒక కోట్. సో ఇలాగ ఒక 5 సెగ్మెంట్లు అనుకోండి సుమారుగా. ఈ సెగ్మెంట్ల గురించి కొంచెం వివరాలు ఇస్తాను మీకు. ఇప్పుడు ఉదాహరణకి నేను చెప్పిన ఆర్డర్లోనే వెళ్తాను. కాన్వర్జేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఓ ఇద్దరు వ్యక్తులు సంభాషిస్తూ ఉంటారు, మాట్లాడుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు అందులో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ని, వారు యూజ్ చేస్తున్న ఫ్రేజెస్ ఆర్ వర్డ్స్, ఆ పదాలు, వాటి యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్స్, వాటన్నిటిని కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. స్టోరీ నరేషన్, ఒక కథని మీకు చెప్తున్నప్పుడు కథ మీకు స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తుంది. అది చూస్తూ ఆ స్పెల్లింగ్ని, ఆ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్స్ని, మళ్ళీ వన్స్ అగైన్ ఆ గ్రామర్ని అవి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఇదే కాకుండా మీకు ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ కానీ, అంటే ఈ గొప్ప వ్యక్తుల యొక్క జీవితంలో జరిగినటువంటి స్ఫూర్తిదాయకమైనటువంటి విషయాల్ని కానీ, లేకపోతే ఒక పారబుల్, ఒక అనెక్డోట్ అంటే చిన్న చిన్న కథల్ని కానీ చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇక్కడ కూడా మీరు చేయవలసింది ఏంటి? ఆ చెప్తున్నటువంటి విషయాల్లో భాషని మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడమే, ఇంగ్లీష్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం, ఆ యొక్క పదాలు, వాటి యొక్క గ్రామర్ అదంతా కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం. ఇదే కాకుండా గ్రామర్ సెగ్మెంట్ వచ్చేసరికి మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్ గ్రామర్ని నేర్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ గ్రామర్లో కూడాను ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్లోని ఒకటే పాయింట్ చెప్పేయడం అని కాకుండా అది బహుశా 2-3 ఎపిసోడ్లో కూడా వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఆ గ్రామర్ పాయింట్ యొక్క పూర్తి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్, కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, దాని యూసేజ్ అండ్ ఈవెన్ ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ ఒక్కొక్కప్పుడు అదే ఎపిసోడ్లో ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే కొన్ని హోంవర్క్గా ఇచ్చి నెక్స్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్లో కూడా డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఉండొచ్చు. ఇక ఇంకొక సెగ్మెంట్ వచ్చేసి ఒక కోట్ చూపిస్తాం మీకు స్క్రీన్ మీద. సో ఆ కోట్ని మీరు ఏమిటి, అందులో చెప్పిన విషయం ఏమిటి అనేది ఆలోచించండి. ఆ విషయాలన్నింటినీ కూడాను మీ జీవితంలో ఏ విధంగా వాటిని అకలింపు చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఏ విధంగా వాటిని తీసుకోవచ్చు అనే విషయాన్ని తీసుకుని మీరు భాష నేర్చుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. సో ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ భాష నేర్చుకోవడం, భాష అనేసరికి అది అన్ని రకాల సమ్మేళనంగా ఉంటుంది. అందుకోసం అని చెప్పేసి మీకు మేము ప్రతి ఎపిసోడ్ని కూడా ఈ విధంగా మేము డిజైన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. అంటే కేవలం ఒక క్లాస్లో ఏదో జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఒక గ్రామర్ పాఠంగా కాకుండా మీకు ఈ 4-5 రకాలుగా దీన్ని మీకు నేర్పడానికి మేము ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం. ఈ విధంగా మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ని సులభంగా చక్కగా నేర్చుకోగలరని చెప్పి ఆశిస్తున్నాం. మరి ఇవాళ ఎపిసోడ్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదామా?
Hello everyone, good day to you all. Now let us learn some grammar concepts and learn how to build English sentences through it.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Very good. See here, do you know what this is? What is this?
Key.
This is a key. You know, this is the key of my car. So, I can say, of course, I have a car. I have a car and this is the key of my car. Okay. And also I have 2 brothers. Okay. I have many friends. I have a flat. Okay. So, what do you understand from the word have here?
You're showing.
What is the meaning of have here? I said I have a car. I said I have 2 brothers. I said, yeah, for example, I said I have 2 sisters. I said I have a flat. I have many friends. What does it mean here?
Ownership you are showing, sir.
Ownership. Very good. That is called grammatically possession. Ownership. So, which you own something. When you own something, we can use the word have to speak about your ownership. Okay. Very good. You know, we use have and has to speak about the present ownership. At present, what do you have? What do you have? How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 siblings.
I have 2 siblings. Even I have 2 siblings. I have 2 sisters. Okay, and how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings.
You have 3 siblings. Okay, have speaks about the possession and which deals the present time. Remember, have and has always deals the present time. That we already learnt. Today, let's learn how we can speak about the past possession. నాకు ఉండేది ఉంది కాదు ఉండేది ఒకప్పుడు ఉండేది then how to speak about it, that we will learn today. Okay, good. As we know, as we already discussed, have and has are used to speak about the present possession. For example, Rahul has beautiful hair. Rahul has beautiful hair. My friend Mamata has thick hair. Don't laugh at my hair. Okay, yeah, he is also laughing at my hair. Yeah, you know one thing, I had thick hair once.
Yes.
Now I don't have thick hair. I don't have thick hair now. So have speaks about present. The negative form of have is I don't have. I don't have thick hair now. But you know, I had thick hair 5 years back. 4 years ago, my hair was so thick. I had thick hair. As I told you, I have a car means now I have a car, but those days when I was a college student or in the beginning of my employment, I did not have a car. I did not have a car. Do you have a bike, Rahul?
No, I did not have.
Now I don't have.
Because we are talking about present. That's why we are using don't have.
Don't have.
But here we are using didn't have because we are talking about past.
Well, extraordinarily wonderful. Well said. Well said. If we're talking about the past, we use didn't have or did not have. Don't have, didn't have. Okay, and for example, now she has spectacles. See here, she has spectacles. Has deals,
Singular.
has deals the singular and present. Had this is the past. For both, for every subject. She has spectacles now, but he
Don't have. Doesn't have.
doesn't have spectacles. I don't have spectacles. She has the spectacles. He doesn't have spectacles. He also doesn't have spectacles. But how about you? When did you start wearing spectacles? Intermediate. So in your 10th class, did you have spectacles in your 10th class?
I did not have.
Wonderful. I did not have spectacles in my 10th class. నా 10th class నాకు spectacles లేవని చెప్తున్నాను. Very simple, very easy. I think you have a bike, my friend. Yes.
I had.
Have or had?
I had in when I was in 10th class.
Now?
No, I don't have.
No, yeah, wonderful. I had a bike, yeah, in my 10th class. Now I don't have. Now I'll give you some sentence, some words. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, school bag. Do you have or had or don't have or doesn't have or didn't have? You tell me. For example, I'll tell you. I don't have a school bag, but I had a school bag when I was in school. How about you? No. I had school bag when I was in school. Very good. Now, a pencil. Pencil.
I don't have pencil now.
I don't have a pencil now. Yeah.
But I had a pencil when I was in intermediate.
Very good. I had a pencil those days, but now no. I don't have a pencil. Yeah. Now. Bike. Santosh.
I have a bike.
You have a bike now. Okay. In your intermediate, in your 10th class,
I did not have.
I did not have a bike in my intermediate, but now
I
I have a bike.
have a bike.
Okay. Okay. Then cycle. Amir, cycle.
I don't have cycle now.
I don't have a cycle now. Beautiful sentence, yeah.
I had a cycle.
But I had a cycle in my school days, in my college days. But now I don't have peace of mind. Peace of mind. I had peace of mind before I started earning. Really. I had peace of mind before I started earning, but once I started earning, I really have lost it. Now I don't have peace of mind. Not you and I, many people in this world really are suffering from this. Most of the people actually they don't have peace of mind. Do you have peace of mind?
Yes, I have peace of
Wonderful,
mind.
very good, very good. Yeah, she has peace of mind. Even I have peace of mind, for example. He has peace of mind. But many people don't have peace of mind. See here, have, undadam, kaligi undadam, that's it. I have 2 eyes, okay, 2 ears, 1 nose, like this. Have. She has, okay, 2 eyes, 1 nose, but a pair of spectacles too. That's it. So this is the way. And yeah, free time to play cricket, for example. For example, cricket, yeah.
He doesn't have free time to play cricket.
Do you have, Amir? Do you have free time to play cricket? No, I'm sorry. I don't have free time to play cricket. Yeah. Does he have free time to play cricket?
No, he did.
No, he
Doesn't.
no, he doesn't have free time to play cricket. How about you?
I have free time to.
I have free time to play. Very good. So when you have free time to play cricket, come on, go on playing cricket. Really, yeah, because once you grow older and older, you will not get time to play all these things. Yeah. But I remember in my college days, I had so much time to play games. I had so much time to play games. But now, no, I don't have time to play games, not just cricket, any other game. So, ఏమర్థమైంది when do we use had? Had ఎప్పుడు యూస్ చేస్తాం?
In past,
We use had to speak about the past possession. ఒకప్పుడు ఉండేది. ఓకే, ఈయనకి పాలిటిక్స్లోకి రాకముందు ఆయనకి ఏమీ ప్రాపర్టీ ఉండేది కాదు. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? ఉండేది అంటే హ్యాడ్ చెప్తాం, లేదు అనడానికి డిడ్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ అంటాం పాస్ట్లో. సో హీ డిడ్ నాట్ హ్యావ్. He did not have any property before he joined the politics. He did not have any property before he joined politics. Okay?
I had my father 1 year back, but now he didn't have.
I don't have. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I had my father, but now, yeah. Wonderful sentence. Sorry to hear that. My grandfather had so much energy to do any work, but now he became weak actually, and he doesn't have that much energy to do any work. Come on. About your past. So we use had to speak about the past possession. Did not have is opposite. That's it. Clear?
I had my own house
Okay. I had my own house. When did you have your own house?
2 years back.
2 years back. So now you don't have. No problem. You will have too many houses soon.
I had stage fear last session.
Wonderful, wonderful example. I had stage fear in the last session. Means now he is free from stage fear to face people, to face situations. Okay, wonderful, very good. Yeah. And what did you have and what don't you have now? Tell me. I'll tell you, I did not have this much confidence to speak to the people, okay, in the beginning of my career for sure. I did not have this much confidence. But now I have confidence. I have confidence, yeah. I can sell ice cream in Kashmir and blankets in Rajasthan, no problem. I have confidence. I did not have confidence those days. Now I have. Yeah, come on, tell me what you did not have and what you had in your childhood.
I had too many friends.
Yeah, you are true again. He had too many friends. I mean, so many friends in his childhood or college days. But day by day, what happens? Everyone becomes busy and we are unable to spend time for our friends. In that process, we lose some friends. Clear had?
Yes.
Piyush had to speak about the past possession. Past possession. Positive, negative. Undedi, undedi kaadu. That's it. If you want to make a question here, we ask question do, yeah, do you, do we, do they. Remember for present. Do you have? Present. Same way does we use for he, she and it. Okay. For people, I mean for the past we use did. Any subject actually. Any subject. For everybody we use have. See here, this is present. This is present. This is past. This is the past. Did you have enough money to buy? No, I did not have enough money. Do you have enough money? Yes, I have enough money. Do takes have. Does takes have. Did also takes have. To make question about possession. Rahul, change on the 50 rupees, 100 rupees ki?
No.
Do you have change for 100 rupee note? Do you have change?
I don't have change.
Does she have change?
No. She
No,
doesn't
she doesn't have change.
change.
Did you have free time to meet your friends yesterday? Did you have free time to meet your friends yesterday?
No, I don't have that.
No,
No,
I
I
didn't have.
Very simple, brother. Very easy actually. Okay, very easy topics, all these. Whenever you are asking about somebody's possession, we start the question with a do or does or did. Do does speak about the present time and did speaks about the past time. 10 years back, Niku car unda. 10 years back is the past time. So we start the question with did. Any subject, for any subject we use did. You. Did you have a car 10 years ago? Mana Mamata ki pets unnaya 10 years back. Did Mamata have? In question always have. Did Mamata have spectacles 10 years ago? Rahul does not have a bike now, but he had a cycle in his school days. Okay, Rahul ki cycle unda ela adgali school days lo? Did. Why should we use did here? Because we are talking about the past. Did Rahul have a cycle in his school days? Ask me now about my position, about present and past. Come on, you ask me.
Did you have Mercedes?
Very good question. Did you have a Mercedes last year? No, I did not have a Mercedes last year. I'm sorry, even now I don't have a Mercedes. Yeah, come on.
Did you speak English before when you was in a...
Yeah, that's okay, but speak is different. Yeah, but let us speak about have, possession, ownership.
Do you have a bike?
Do you have a bike? Very good question. Yes, I have a bike. You know one thing, we also can make the question in negative form. Do you have ante unda? Don't you have a bike? Leda అని అర్థం. Mamata, can you please lend me 5,000 rupees? I want to have a cup of tea. 5,000 rupees for tea? Yes, please. Then you said no. I'm asking you, 5,000 rupees Leda, don't you have 5,000 rupees? No, I don't have 5,000 rupees. So a question can be asked in two ways, one in positive way, one in negative way. Unda Leda. The answer remains same. Okay, I went to shop yesterday to buy a shirt. It was a bit expensive for me and I did not have enough money, so I did not buy it. See, I did not have enough money, so I did not buy that. I did not have. So how can you ask question? Did you have enough money or didn't you have enough money? No, I didn't have enough money yesterday, so I did not purchase it. Very simple actually it is, very simple, very easy. Yeah. So now, can you ask me some more questions here? Do you
wear Titan watch?
Yeah, of course. Wear. Do you wear? Okay. Yes, of course I wear. Yeah, about have. Do you have a Titan watch? Yes, I have a Titan watch. Yeah. Did you have a Titan watch? Yes, I had a Titan watch. Clear, ma?
Yes, clear.
So, how to speak about the present position? Do, does. Plus have. Have. We use have and has to speak about present position. For example, a cow has 4 legs. Okay, a cow has 4 legs. I have 2 sisters. He has, she has, that is the way, present position. If we are talking about the past, we use had. Okay, just now, let us go for a simple test. Okay, to test ourselves. Yes, now let us check what we have learned today. Okay, as discussed, to speak about the past possession, we use had. I had a cycle in my school days, which means I do not have now. Clear?
Yes.
I had a cycle means I don't have a cycle now. It means, okay, I had, undedi in that sense. And had, the opposite is did not have. In the question it comes, did you have? Did you have? Come on, let's go with this exercise, simple exercise. And can you try this? I an interview yesterday.
I had an interview.
That's it. I had an interview yesterday. Why should we use had here? Why not have? Because we're talking about yesterday. I had an interview yesterday. If it is now, I have an interview. Very good. Yeah, if it is negative, yeah, you're right. I didn't have an interview yesterday. I didn't have any interview yesterday. I was free. If you want to make it a question, did you have any interview yesterday? Did you have any interview yesterday? Like this. Good. Nowadays, everyone a mobile phone. Nowadays means past or present. Now means present. So, which words can help us to speak about the present status, present position?
Has.
Haven't, has. So, what comes here? Everybody, nowadays everyone.
Everyone have a mobile.
You're right, has. Remember, everyone, everybody, no one, nobody, someone, somebody. These always take the singular verb. So nowadays everyone has a mobile phone. Now here check this one. First of all check the time.
Last year, but this
Last
question.
year means past. Last year means past. Bike, possession. So
Did you have?
So start the question with did. In question always have. Did you have a bike last year? Clear? Very good. Did you have a bike last year? Yes, I had a bike last year. No, I did not have a bike last year. Clear?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, we not class yesterday, it was a holiday.
Didn't have.
Wonderful. Did not have class yesterday. We did not have class yesterday. It was a holiday. If positive, we had class yesterday. Wonderful. Yeah. Early man does a tail.
Had a tail.
Great. Early man had a tail. That's it. So today we learnt how to use had in the sense of possession. To speak about the past possession, we use had. I had, she had, you had, they had something in the past time. Clear?
Yes.
Keep on making sentences, start using it, you will get perfection.
Hello everyone, good day to you all. Now let us improve our English by listening to an interesting conversation between two friends.
So you don't mind?
Rajesh.
Yeah, carry. You're writing something?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, okay, carry on. Oh my god, you're donating something. Okay. So, what are you doing, Sai?
Rajesh, I'm just donating a check to the one of the old age homes.
Oh, old age homes.
Recently, 2 days back, my neighbor came to me
Hmm.
and told that he is setting up some old age home
Old age
as a
home.
part of responsible citizen.
So you're giving
Yeah, so
contribution. Your
from
contribution.
our side, little help.
Yeah, that's great, Sai. You're so concerned about old
yeah,
people.
yes,
That's
yes.
good to listen. That's
Well,
great.
it's not great, but as a part of
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great, really great, because it's giving 20,000 as a token of contribution is great. It's a great thing. Okay, then let's have discussion on old age then.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rajesh, at this point of juncture, I feel necessary to ask this question. One thing we cannot stop, Rajesh. What is that?
Age. Age and time.
And also time.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why time and tide never wait for none.
yeah. I agree with you.
And also that we can't stop this old age, and it is inevitable.
Inevitable.
You know, we can't stop it.
Yes.
And
It's
also
unavoidable, yeah.
due to advancement of the medical science,
Mm-hmm.
so the life expectancy has gone up high,
Okay.
and also the number of senior citizens also have gone up high.
Okay.
At this point of juncture, the younger generation should take care of the
Yeah. Yeah.
elderly people
Yes,
and
yes.
should serve them.
Yes.
What do you feel
So
about
did.
this?
Yeah, just agree with you, Sai. Just as you were saying about old age,
Right.
it's an integral part of human life.
Right.
We can't just avoid that.
Yes.
It's almost like, it's a evening of our life.
Evening.
Yeah. It's,
EVNING.
yeah. It's yeah.
Acha.
It's the evening of our life,
Okay.
because every person wants to live a long life,
Long life.
but
Obviously.
nobody wants to get an old age.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
So just though you are not interested, you're bound to get old age.
Yes.
You're compelled to go through the all stage of life.
All days of life.
You're especially in old age, you're compelled to go to the pains of your life also,
Yeah.
pains and pleasures of your life.
Yeah.
Here I would like to say one thing. The root cause of this problem, like what old people are just facing these days,
Yeah.
it's just because of a collapse of the grand families.
Oh.
Earlier, when we had grand families, they're well taken care of.
Okay.
But due to that, globalization, urbanization, people, they would like to get rid of old people.
Okay.
They want to move to cities. They want to stay individually.
Okay.
So this effect on old people.
Old age.
Now they're just feeling like they want someone to take care of.
Yeah, yeah.
They want someone to share their feelings.
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they want someone to just look after them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're totally left untouched.
Yeah,
That's why they're facing many problems.
Yeah.
That's why the phenomenon of old age homes day by day is getting higher, means just because of that lack of ground
Yeah.
joint family system.
Lack of love and affection.
Yes, lack of love in a giant family. So collapse of giant family is the root cause of old age people problems.
Rajesh. Okay, Rajesh. One more point also which strikes to my mind. What are the serious problems that they come across in the old age homes?
Many problems.
Especially I feel that health is somewhere they.
Yeah, health is they come across many health related problems, like
And also the government
they
should.
don't have they are not, they don't have enough energy also
yeah,
to
energy
take
and
care of their
enthusiasm.
own things, to
Yeah,
look
yeah.
after their own things.
Yeah, yeah. First
They need
they-
someone shoulder
Yeah.
to always to lead their life.
So at this point of juncture, I feel that all the government organizations and all the NGOs and all the spiritual organizations should take care of these old age homes, old
Yes.
age people.
Take the responsibility of
yeah.
running them. Yeah.
Yes, and also the government should give them more facilities
Yeah.
to the such people so that they feel comfortable. Like at this point of juncture, I feel, Rajesh, have you heard any time the word Mother Teresa?
Yeah, everybody knows Mother Teresa.
Mother
She's
Teresa.
like a mother for us.
Mother Teresa has taken care, especially the poor, downtrodden people, the last stages of life.
Yeah.
Yes, at the last stage of life, they have led a very comfortable life,
Yes.
and she has sacrificed her whole life, and she has dedicated her life, especially the service
Yes.
of poor and especially the old
And
people.
also to glorify the importance of old people and old age, because they are immensely experienced.
Yeah.
Their lessons and their suggestions is a
Yeah.
valuable lessons for the younger generation.
Yes, exactly.
So we should not disrespect them. We
Yes,
have to
yes.
respect them because they have seen
Yes, they have seen
what is life.
from
They have
all
seen all the
angles of
stages of
life.
life.
Exactly.
What are the problems? What are the pros and cons?
Yeah,
So you better take suggestions from them.
yeah,
So we should not think like that. What they know, we are in the we are in the 21st century. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not like that. It's like about their
So we have to respect
experience,
their ideas.
respect, and at their age,
Yes,
everything. They deserve love.
Yeah.
They deserve affection.
yeah.
That's what I
Whatever
feel.
may be the condition, you should always have that love and
Yes,
concern.
but I'm
for
glad
them.
that my friend Sai that has donated 20,000 means
It's a
we
very-
want
very small amount.
yeah,
Rajesh.
small
It's-
amount, but though that's a big heart. Only big heart only can do that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we had a nice discussion today regarding old age.
Yes, Rajesh.
I too respect my parents, and I also respect old people.
Yes.
So we follow the footsteps of Swami Vivekananda.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, now it is story time. Let us listen to this interesting story, understand the sentence construction and improve our English from it.
నమస్తే అండి. ఇప్పుడు ఒక కథ చెప్తాను. నౌ లెట్ us లిసన్ టు ఏ స్టోరీ. నేను ఆ స్టోరీ చదువుతాను, జాగ్రత్తగా మీరు వినండి. The answer lies in your hands. One day, a child goes to his mother and asks her, "Mother, who is that old man sitting on the mountain?" The mother answers, "Don't call him an old man. He is Lord Buddha, who knows the answer to every question in the universe." "Really? Does he know the answers to all questions?" asks the child. "Yes, my dear," replies the mother. The child goes to the mountain where Buddha is meditating, catches a butterfly. Butterfly ante Sitakoka from the garden, and cupping the butterfly gently in his hands, approaches Buddha. Cupping, చేతులు రెండింటినీ కూడాను ఒక దోణిలా చేయడం, జెంట్లీ మృదువుగా పట్టుకోవడం, అప్రోచెస్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళడం. Keeping his hand behind his back, he asks Buddha, "Is the thing in my hand alive or dead?" The child thinks that if Buddha answers that the thing is alive, he will crush the butterfly in his hand and show the dead butterfly, proving Buddha wrong. Crush, nalipeyadam. And if Buddha answers that the thing is dead, he will open his gently cupped hand, allowing the butterfly to fly away, showing that the butterfly was alive and again proving Buddha wrong. Thus, Buddha would not know the answer to all questions. "Is the thing in my hand alive or dead?" asks the eager child. The Buddha opens his eyes, nods his head, and replies, "My dear son, the answer lies in your hands." సమాధానం నీ చేతిలోనే ఉందని బుద్ధ చెప్పారు.
Hello everyone, good day to you all. And now we will see a quote. We will see, we will read, and we shall understand what the quote is. everyone. Now it is parable time. Parables are nothing but moral stories. Let us now listen to an interesting parable and learn the essence out of that story. Hi Mansi.
Hi Varsha.
You know, I told you my cousins came over last night.
Yeah, you told me. How are they?
They all are doing good. You know what? Yesterday we all sat almost till 2 a.m. in the morning and we all were discussing something.
Oh, okay.
They had their own academic issues, some personal issues, and everybody started to discuss and talk. After some time, you know, they asked me for some advice. But I felt their personal life, their decisions are theirs. Should I or should I not interfere and give them an advice? I didn't know. So my advice was only, you know, half and half. I gave them just an overview, but I didn't give them my personal advice. You really think it was okay for me to interfere in somebody's personal life and give them an advice?
Actually, in this situation, because they asked you for advice, it's okay for you to give it to them.
It is their personal life and I don't belong to that place at all. So I don't know anything about their lives and what they have been through. You really think it is good for me to give them any advice?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell in this situation, but I can give you only one suggestion. Don't meddle in things that do not concern you.
Isn't it?
Because in this particular situation, perhaps whatever they were talking about is not regarding you. Maybe you can give some advice, but don't go so deep into it. So, you know what? I'll tell you a small moral story, a very tiny one.
Okay.
And after listening to this, I think it's pretty relevant to the situation. So, once there were a bunch of woodcutters. So they were at work in the harsh day in the sunlight. They were cutting wood and they looked at their watches. It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime. So, by then everyone thought it's time to go and eat. So there was one particular woodcutter who was cutting a very big piece of log and he was halfway through. He gave only half of the cut. He hadn't completed it. So he thought, okay, by the time I come back, it should be easy for me to start again. So he took a small piece of wood and put it into that cut. So to keep the wood from coming back together.
Okay.
So he kept it like that and left. And all of them went for lunch. Now there was a band of monkeys, a group of monkeys which were there on nearby trees. And they had come to that particular area, to the scene, and they noticed all these pieces of wood. So one particular monkey came and sat on that really big log piece that I was telling you about, the one which was half
halfway-
cut. Yes,
halfway
the one
cut.
which was half cut. He came and sat on it and he observed that there is some piece of wood in the log. So the monkey thought to himself, what is this piece of wood doing here? And what would happen if I take it out?
Oh.
Exactly. I was doing the same thing. So he took that piece of wood, he stood on top of that log with his foot very close toward the cut. And he pulled and finally he yanked that wooden piece out. But unfortunately, in place of the wooden piece, his leg fell into that crack.
Oh my God.
And he got stuck, and because of that pain, the
The
poor
wooden
monkey...
log must have snapped right at its feet.
Exactly what happened. That wooden log snapped the monkey's little feet and the poor little one fell unconscious because of the pain. Now, what do you notice here? The monkeys had no business meddling with the wooden logs of the woodcutters. Had they not gone toward that place and meddled with everything or messed around with things there, they could have avoided trouble. But they unnecessarily meddled with something that does not concern them,
Just out of curiosity.
out of curiosity also. So the poor little monkey got hurt. Now this is somewhat, in some way similar to your thing.
Okay.
You're not sure whether to give your cousins advice or not. Since they asked you, perhaps you can. But then also, you should not go so deep into their own troubles, their own problems, because it does not concern you, it is not about you.
Exactly, and my advice or my interference may not correctly give them a solution to their problem also.
Very true.
And because they don't live here, I even don't know their personal life so well. So I
Exactly.
think I must take your advice on this one and not to meddle in things or not to interfere in somebody's personal life. To an extent, it may cause trouble to them or to me also.
Exactly. Like you said, you don't know their exact situations, their circumstances, what
Exactly.
exactly they are going through.
True.
So without knowing all of those things, if you give some advice, even if it is good advice, they may not be able to follow it.
It may not work out to them.
Exactly. If it does not work out for them and they still try to do it, they will get into trouble, just like the little monkey.
Exactly.
So it's better that you just give some general advice to them, maybe like I gave you now, and leave it at that. Don't go too deep into it, even though you want to help them.
I think that was the exact help that I needed, and you gave it to me properly with the moral story. And I'm sure that was very, very entertaining to all our viewers as well. Thanks for advising me and them, and thank you all for listening.